Let's see how this evening goes. This is from my sorry guys, bringing up the desktop. As I mentioned before, not gonna lie, it's been a bit of a struggle. Hey MK. MK says, hi there. Runner boy, what's up, Runner boy? I'll take a potato chip. Just hey. MK says, hi there. Just one? Just one potato chip, and then I eat it. Go on. Seppi says, Runner boy, you found the right room now, yeah? Are you guys in the other one? Apologize for that. Seppi says, number one. An evening, Eric. Seppi, how are you? What an incredible gesture, by the way, that you did for Willow. And thank you for including me in that. Kat says to everyone, hey Kat. Kat, I was going through your shorts playlist today. You are on my mind to get monetized. So I want to go through your playlist. Here's the thing though, I messed up because I know shorts don't get caught. They don't count for watch hours. They count in their own thing. And it's really hard unless you get a couple that go viral to get monetized just doing shorts. It's possible, of course. I wish they'd make it easier. But I got caught up in watching your shorts, especially your Terror Tuesdays, because I absolutely love them. So I failed in my mission of giving you more watch hours. I apologize. But I did spend a lot of time watching your shorts. Snapper says, it was nothing, Eric. 5 minutes of my day. The sun was shining. The customer was making tea. I understand that. That's 5 minutes that you could have done all kinds of stuff. And instead, you thought about friends. I don't, man, I don't ever want to take stuff like that for granted. That, you know, 5 minutes, excuse me, guys, 5 minutes on a busy day. Oh, I wanted to type something in there. But I got to pet my cat first. I can't type until my cat is done with me. Just say until I'm done with my cat. It's never that way. It's always when the cat is done with you. What's up, Skits? Hey, Rod. Rod says, like all kinds of grumpy looking faces. Welcome, my friend. I thought my cat was done with me. She's back from work. Cat says, I just appreciate the energy you spent on me. Thank you, Yogi. Absolutely. It was, man, it was a gift to me. Yeah, you mentioned that. Sniper says I wanted to go live, but my son was playing up all day in the woodlands. Energy of trees. All right, cat, are you done? Not you, cat. My cat. Here's what I want to talk about. And I'll type it in the chat. Cat. Hey, Rita. Rita said hi. Hey, I appreciate that, Rita. I had a good friend a few years back whose name was Rita. Can I sub? Yes, please. And I'll tell you what, if you give me a second, I will sub back to you. I'm going to type in a comment here. I'm going to pin it. Let me know what you guys think of that. Hey, Matthew, Mommy's World, how are you? Let me see if I remember. Sherry. Am I correct? Hey, Jamie. Jamie says, hi, Yogi. Let me bring up Rita real quick. If I'm not mistaken, this is Rita's very first visit. So I'm subbed, my friend. I know right now it says your channel doesn't have any content, but you never know when you might decide that you want to do some. And when you do, I will be here. Cherry Rose. I thought so. Yogi, Matthew Mommy's World is Cherry Rose. What a beautiful name. Semper says, Rita Bristow, I'm your number one fan. I guess that puts me at number 2. Thank you for that, Kat. Jamie, how's your day been? Rita says, I hope the best for you and the rest of your life. Well, thank you. It's awful kind of you. Can I bestow those same wishes back upon you, my friend? Little sweet sister, Cherry Rose. I will never get tired of saying Cherry Rose. Cherry Rose says, Sissy, Cat, and Jack. Skid says, good to see you too, Squirrel Brother. Sorry for the late reply. Just cooking in the background. Hope everyone had an amazing day. What are you cooking today, Skits? A 1-pound hamburger. Cat says, don't forget to hit the like. It's totally free. Jamie said, I'm okay, thanks. How are you? I'm good. Hey, do you guys remember I said I took a little video clip, couple actually, of a hawk I didn't recognize from this area? It's an osprey. Never seen an osprey at my little pond, and forever living here. It says cooking. Hey, did you guys listen to Skits' Yogi song? Absolutely phenomenal. So, any thoughts to the pinned comment? Just be interested to hear what we all what kind of consensus we can come to. Hey, Big Al. Big Al says, good evening. Take my like. I'll be back soon. Just getting in the shower. You can't end the live until I come back. I wouldn't think of ending the live until you come back. Gotta at least have one in-depth conversation with Big Al. But I'm going in the shower. Got you. Hey, Willa. No quarter-pound chicken burger with chili cheese and salad. Hey, that sounds pretty good. Kat says, we love Skits' Yogi song. We love all of Skits' creation. Me too. Such an incredibly talented person. And to think it's almost usually once a week he comes up with perfect song each week. Big Al says, happy birthday. See you soon. Happy birthday, Big Al. Willa says, how is everyone? It's okay, Willa. I mean, it's not like it's my birthday or anything. That would be you. It would be your birthday today. So yeah, hey, an osprey. It's pretty cool. I'll post that later. And I almost didn't go out for that walk because my walk this morning, I got soaking wet. My shoes were wet. It didn't feel like putting on wet shoes and going out. But as you guys know, if I'm anything at all, I'm consistent, which is a really nice and polite way of saying retentive, maybe. So I put on my wet shoes, my wet jacket, my wet hat, and I went out and I walked. And it didn't clear up, but the rain lightened up and an osprey flew right in a tree and pond by me. He sat out there taking some video clips. Who says, this is news to me? Well, then let me be the first to bring it to your attention, Willa. Today is your birthday, and it's a day of celebration. It's a day of happiness. It's a day of gratefulness. I'm grateful that 1, you're in my live stream. I'm grateful that 2, you're in my life. I'm grateful 3, that you are my friend. Also grateful for the kind comments that you always leave in my on my videos and your participation here in the chat. Thank you. We got some love from Cherry Rose. Thank you, Cherry Rose. Who says, of course, my friend, thank you. You're welcome. Skid says, thank you, Cat and Jack. You're a superstar, my friend. Thank you to Arc Brother. You're welcome. Cat is a superstar. You're right about that. Cat says, we love you, Willa. We do. Runner Boy says, happy birthday, Yogi. Happy birthday to you, Runner Boy. Well, says, thanks, Cat and Jack. So, a lot of people think when we talk about practicing kindness, they think that it's just a feel good. Practice kindness because it's the right thing to do. Practice kindness because the Buddha talked about kindness, because Jesus preached kindness. All of that is true. But kindness is self-awareness because you have to stop and think. The same thing when we talk about the three gates. It's a mindfulness technique. It's less about the other person, although that counts and it matters, and it's a wonderful benefit. But it's all about you stopping and thinking. To be kind means you transcend the ego, because the ego is almost always, the ego is always first, loudest, and most self-assured. Ego is always about the ego. So any kindness that the ego takes in is, what am I going to get in return? Not saying that's necessarily bad, but it's the ego. And we don't want to live our lives entirely guided, entirely ruled by the ego. We want a little transcendence in our life. And we get that by practicing mindfulness. We can do mindfulness of breathing, we can do mindfulness of all kinds of stuff, but mindfulness of being kind will change the world. Hey, Phoenix. Phoenix says, love to you all. Love to you, my friend. Kindness matters. Yes. It's the only way the world's going to change. By transcending the ego, our egoic needs and demands. This is why A Course in Miracles says, do not seek to change the world. Seek to change how you think about the world. You can deal in the world of perception all you want. Runner Boy says, we're lurking this live. I need to stretch. She's still working on your splits, Runner Boy. Let's see. Cherry Rose says, yes, right. We've never demonstrated, protested, or marched our way to a better world. We have never passed any laws that have eliminated violence. We've never made a war against anything that worked. War on drugs, war on crime, war on whatever. Never made any lasting big difference. We've never had a religious movement that has made any big difference because it doesn't ask you to go within and make the necessary changes of our projections. We're projecting this deep feeling of guilt because we believe we were kicked out of the garden. We believe that we are separate from God. We believe that we are separate and apart from each other, and that it's a dog-eat-dog world. Got to get mine before you get yours because there's only so much to go around, which means we have children starving. We have people homeless when we could easily change that. No child by the end of tomorrow, specifically in this country, but literally across the world, would have to go to bed hungry if we decided collectively in just a moment that every child should be fed and that every person should have a roof over their head if they want one, regardless. One boy says, Yogi, I've stopped the splits, but I'm still stretched. I think the overstretch was holding my lifting back. It can for sure. There's a lot of strength full of thoughts that will say just the same thing. One boy says, you're either perfect or you're not me. So if I'm perfect, does that mean I'm Runner Boy? Skid says, hi, Phoenix, much love. I hope your day was awesome. Keep shining. Let's see. Phoenix says, I'd like to think that kindness matters because you matter to someone. I like that thought too. I also like sort of reversing it. Kindness matters because everyone matters to us. Everyone, no exceptions. That's why we get back to practicing because everyone has an exception. Everyone has their bargaining chip. I like to call it the yeah, but, or yeah, but what about? What about? Because every time I talk about kindness and forgiveness, almost inevitably someone will say, well, what about? And they'll throw this at you. What about everyone's favorite? What about Hitler? Did we forgive Hitler? According to the practice of the Course in Miracles, yes. And it's not forgiving saying it's okay that you uh, literally sought to exterminate an entire uh, group of people. Forgiveness isn't about that. Forgiveness is about coming back to the present moment and knowing that way beneath, way beneath the sickness that was Hitler was divinity. He couldn't act upon that divinity. He didn't even know that divinity existed within him. But we do. So we don't excuse behavior and we don't uh, take away the responsibility that someone has for the action, but we forgive by realizing we all share that same guilt. We all share our projections that have caused our perceptions of the world. And mine might be different than someone else's, but it's still our projections and it's still based upon the same thing. So we see that everyone is struggling, and some people struggle so much that they're completely lost to their true essence. We're lucky. Everyone here in the chat is lucky because we catch a glimmer of who we truly are. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here having these conversations. We wouldn't have someone shining so brightly like Phoenix and Cat and Squirrel, Cherry Rose and Willow, Skits. Unless we were, drawn together. Sorry, I didn't mean to exclude Runaway. Uh, oh, wow, sorry guys. Here I was yammering away, and I missed a whole lot of comments. Skit says, I think we should have a contest to guess Runaway's name. I like that thought, but I don't know if we would ever get a real answer from Runaway. He would make a different one up each time. Happy birthday, Yogi says, well, happy birthday to you, my friend. Well, says, how was your birthday? My day was pretty good. Had a good workout, 3 good walks, 2 good yoga asana sessions, meditation, breath work. Hey, Song of Hand. Runaway is Eric. Eric is everyone. Everyone is one. I like that answer. Hey, Danny. Danny's saying hi to everyone. So my friend Jess comes in and hangs out with us sometimes. She's actually my offline friend as well, although I probably haven't seen her in 40 years. We didn't really know each other as we were in the same group that hung around and went to parties and stuff like that. And it was a pretty big group. But we connected on Facebook several years ago. I taught her meditation as she was a caregiver, both for her father who passed away and her mom who passed away. So her and I have this similar connection. And I knew how much meditation helped me. So I taught her. Slipper says, which, by the way, is nominally my profession, meditation teacher and breathwork coach. Slipper says, intentions that are more aligned with the greater good. When the ego is less dominant, intentions are less likely to be purely self-serving and more likely to take into account the well-being of others. There you go. Compassion, empathy. Thank you, Sniper. Sherry Rose said, forgiveness is to make ourselves better, make our life more peaceful. Yes, because when we are dealing with the present moment, uh, we are always at peace in the present moment. My favorite description of forgiveness is giving up all hope of a better past. You will never, never, never have a better past. Wouldn't it be nice? But even if we could have a better past, what difference would it make to right now? And if you do want a better past, forgive, because now you're at peace. And what is happening right now will eventually be your past. Stephen says, Skits took an evening class for empathy, taking me 52 years so far. We're working on it, guys. Phoenix says, I just care for both my parents also for 20 years. For my mom, it was, for me, um, about 11 years caring for her, along with my dad, um, siblings as well, to a certain extent. Um, during her long and slow decline with Alzheimer's. Then during that time, my dad had a stroke, so I had to step things up a bit. And then I became his critical caregiver the last, I guess, about the last 4 years of his life. Let's see. Caregiver says, "Yeah, host." Well, it says, "Yogi, how are you? And how is everyone?" Not bad, Willow. Oh, Cypher says, "I spoke to just today, Eric. Synchronicity, nice. I bet you guys had an interesting conversation. You guys travel in the same celestial circles. Let's see. It's good Skrill, like a real life version of AI, as it just comes out with all the facts. Let's go. It's a good analogy. Phoenix says soda cherry rose. Not a single difference. Willa says I'm doing all right, but I don't know what day it is. If I had to guess, the top of my head, I'd say it was Willow's birthday, and we've been celebrating all day. Sunnyhead says, Yogi, how long are your walks? In the morning, it'll go anywhere from 3 to 6 miles. In my late morning before I do the live stream, um, it is, well, I guess early afternoon. It's between 11:30 and 12 when I head out. Uh, it's about 2 miles, and then my evening walk is not much at all. It's just get outside, stretch my legs. It's Ayurvedic, which is the sister science of yoga. It's the science that deals more with health, diet, lifestyle. Um, Recommend a minimum 5 minutes walking after every meal. You'll balance your blood sugar level so you can help eliminate, even reverse certain stages of diabetes. Um, it stimulates metabolism. It'll help you sleep. Minimum 5 minutes. You can go longer. I throw in some running too, but man, I spent so many years running. Um, right now, I feel content to chug along. Guys, remind me to take my supplement in about 5 to 10 minutes. It says Runner Boy, but the friend of Mother Nature. Phoenix says, it's just working through your understanding of what we've been through and working through the trauma and triggers and taking the steps to deal with your anxiety, but you can make it. Hey, thanks for bringing that up. Triggers. Because we see it. We see it quite a bit in live streams, and we all have them. But here's what we normally do. So it seems. And I'm saying this collectively, and not anyone individually. Um, and not even necessarily here on this live stream, but sometimes we want to get rid of the trigger instead of dealing with our trigger. We want to eliminate that which is triggering us, which doesn't solve any problem because it's just going to be another trigger down the road. What a perfect opportunity. And this is again why kindness is a practice, because it helps us face our triggers, the triggering instances and people. And by being kind, we are dealing with it in a mindful fashion. Not to mention, it makes for a peaceful scenario. Thanks for bringing that up, Phoenix. I very much appreciate that. Well, it says it's no day, nothing is happening. It is a birthday today. We might even get some more singing. It's Yogi's real birthday is on the 17th. Coming up. It occurred to me on this birthday, coming up, I will be 7 years older than the age of Jerry Garcia when he passed away. And I don't know why that was a really sobering thought for me. Just kind of weird. So anyway, I was mentioning Jess. I went off to the topic. She suggested that, and I mentioned this earlier in the live streams. I overlook the comments of the dialogue between people and just go for the ones that are directed towards me. I don't know if I can do that 100% because I think you miss a lot. But I have been practicing, not skipping. I look at them, just not reading them out loud. And that does seem to be helpful. Let's see. Well, it says, I think you need to make sure what day it is. It is singing day. I only sing on special occasions. And I don't sing for everyone. Well, I do sing upon request. But you were a special exception. Cat says, no, not triggers. What a perfect opportunity to be triggered. When we're practicing kindness, when that becomes a priority, we see our triggers. Do you want the same trigger events just to show up as a different person or a different situation? And you just sort of careen through life, the same reaction, the same reaction, the same reaction. Oops. 2 minutes. Take my supplements. Thank you. Well, it says Howard's at 1. But you know what? I think here in our live streams, we're getting better at recognizing triggering situations and events. Brenda Boy says Yogi's probably confused reading my comments because he didn't read them in order. Speaking of which, Yogi, the day will come. The day will come. You will see. I believe it. Coming from Runner Boy, and he said it in a ominous, even slightly menacing tone, and he probably rubbed his chin when he said it. You will see. Probably. Skid says, I'm going to put my food out. Stop laughing at my own jokes. Always laugh at your own jokes. I am by far my own best audience. Kat says, I find it helpful to remove myself from triggers for a while so I can see clearly because, above all else, I wish to see things differently. You and me both. You're um as beautiful as your last tarot reading was, uh, your last short, bringing up 155, lesson 155 again. I did a short talking about 150, lesson 155 because I wrote about it today. One boy says, Yogi, have you seen Selma in a while? Yes. She was here about 3, 4 days ago. I think it was like 2 days before her birthday, which was yesterday. She's been busy. It is definitely helpful to remove ourselves from a trigger. Cat, here's the big thing. Celebrate the fact that you're recognizing being triggered. How many years have we gone through life never recognizing that we're being triggered? Blaming other people. Well, you shouldn't have done this. Or if you only had, or whatever. And we never realize that we're the ones being triggered. Phyllis says, I don't mind. Don't worry, Yogi. You do what you want, my friend. What's that? Selena says, good morning, Yogi. Eric, everyone in the chat. Hey, Selena, how are you, my friend? Phoenix, giving a greeting to Selena. All right, supplement time. I'm getting low. Wonder what it says. Skits is triggering me. Can we ban him or at least give him a few slaps with the fish? Wonder boy, definitely slap him with a fish. Wonder boy, let me say, you never have to ask if you can slap Skits with a fish. Cat says, so Selena, hey, MK Fishing, 100%. I mean, doesn't always mean the other person is innocent, but you being triggered doesn't have to mean they did anything wrong either. This is true. And ultimately, deeply, we're all innocent. But again, it doesn't mean we're not responsible for the action. This is what, man, I'm going to talk math again. You guys are going to have to forgive me. Tina says, I'm great. Just drinking my morning coffee. Take my daughter to the park. Nice. Sounds like an excellent way to spend the day. Hey, CDP. How are you, my friend? It's been a little bit. Stay positive and beautiful, everyone. Spread peace outwards, and peace will quickly follow. This is the best part of the internet. This is the best part of YouTube. CDP. He travels around the YouTube spheres doing good deeds, subscribing to people, putting positive message, and then poof, you don't see him again for a while, but you know he's out there doing angelic work. Phoenix says, park sounds nice. Running Boy says, I hope you guys heard that I have permission now. Big Al says, what's up, mother lovers? So you guys ready for some math? Let me take my supplement first. We're going to do some shaky math. It probably won't make a whole lot of sense. And you're going to hear me mispronounce. Dostoevsky, the famous author. One of his earlier books, actually his first book that he gained prominence, and I can't think of the name. Wasn't The Idiot? Maybe it was The Idiot. He talked about being fed up with living in the 4 + 4 = 4 world. Although officially, I think it was 4 × 4. But when I first read about it through Kenneth Wapnick, who's a teacher, original teacher of A Course in Miracles, he quoted it as 4 × 4, but I think it was 4 × 4. No, I'm sorry. 2 + 2 = 4. That's the world. 2 + 2 = 4. That's the mundane, the everyday, the cause and effect. Tina says, Yogi, Eric, you know how much I love Dostoevsky. You probably love him so much that you pronounce his name 100% better than I do. Powerful writer. 2 plus 2 equals 4. We know that. It's a logical world. You go to, you're born, got a little bit of a childhood, you go to school, you date, you get married, you get a job, you have kids, you retire, you die. 2 plus 2 equals 4. Republicans win the White House, Democrats win the White House. The world goes on. 2 plus 2. However, the hero of Notes from the Underground, that's the one. Notes from the Underground, 2 plus 2 equals 4. Thank you so much, Shirley. The hero of Dostoevsky's book said, what if I don't want to live in a 2 plus 2 world anymore? What if I want to live in a 2 plus 2 equals 5? Collectively, we've all decided that 2 plus 2 equals 4. But that's a great question because that's what we never ask ourselves. Why? Hey, CC. So the hero of Notes from the Underground says, what if we want to live in a 2 plus 2 equals 5 world? A different reality, a reality in which artists get paid for being artists, that, people are allowed to be people, that maybe, we don't need to slave away to retire when we're 65 if we're lucky and there's money to retire upon. I don't know. Things would be different in a 2 plus 2 equals 5 world. Here's the perspective from A Course in Miracles. The reality is 2 plus 2 equals 5. The 2 plus 2 is an illusion. And we need to know how to live in the 2 plus 2. We need to know how to navigate it, but we never fully believe. We have that gentle smile of knowing there's a greater reality going on. That the greater reality that 2 plus 2 equals 5 points to is the only real formula that matters. 1 plus 1 always and only equals 1 because 1 is all there is. Non-dual, not 1, not 2, sorry. That's it. 1 plus 1 always equals 1. So we live and participate in a 2 plus 2, all the while knowing that it's a fiction. In our minds, in our heart, we practice 2 plus 2 equals 5, so that, which is practicing kindness and forgiveness, which are also part of the illusion, because in reality, in that 1 plus 1 equals 1, forgiveness isn't even needed. Kindness isn't even needed because everything is already instantly forgiven. Everything is already infinitely kind. 1 plus 1 equals 3. And you would think I would pronounce this correctly after all the tutorials from Sniper. So of course, this is just, metaphor, numbers. So it all comes down to, we get the job, we participate, we pay our taxes, we do all the stuff we're supposed to do, but all the while knowing that 2 plus 2 really equals 5, which is why we forgive, which is why we're kind, so that we will finally recognize that 1 plus 1 is only and always 1. Love, the reality of all that is. God, the Godhood, the Godhead, as Meister Eckhart, the great German mystic, would call it. All right, guys. Sorry I missed some comments. Sorry I missed a bunch of comments. Oh, Runner Boy is threatening Big Al with a fish. See what happens? I turn my back for a second. Big Al says, sorry, Runner Boy, please don't hurt me. Runner Boy is a wild card. You just don't know what he's going to do. All right. Zipper says, "Cena social. Maybe that is what Eric was talking about. Working within the realm, not just the physical." Yes. The important thing to remember, of course, the from the perspective of A Course in Miracles, as well as yoga and Buddhism, is that there is no hierarchy within illusions. An illusion is an illusion is an illusion. All upsets equally disturb the peace of mind, which is why we forgive the little things, we forgive the big things, because every upset is equal according to our peace of mind. Reminds me of the prayer from Saint Teresa of Avila. Hey, Nightmare. Nightmare says, "Hey, Yogi. What's up, Nightmare? RB Game is here. I know him. Probably bringing the fish. What's up, poor man? Poor man, how do you feel after that workout? It's a lot of core. Of course, if you're going to work out with Jace, you're probably going to do a lot of core. Shirley says, "This is hilarious. Yogi teaching kindness and forgiveness while his shadows are hitting with fish." So it goes. So it goes, Shirley. So the thing is, we can slowly start reducing the size of the fish that people are being hit with until eventually we no longer need a fish and there's only love in the live stream. The need for fish has been eliminated. Or it could go in the other direction. Runner Boy could decide things are out of control and we need a bigger fish. And then, of course, Big Al decides, well, heck, if Runner Boy's got this big fish, I'm going to go out and get an even bigger fish. And then, of course, everyone thinks they need a fish in order to be safe. And then we have an entire live stream full of fish smacking people. Where does it ever end? Willow says, "Why do you care so much about my birthday?" No one else says, "I care about you." And I mentioned before, um, the fact that you were born today is celebration because it means that you were gifted to the world, gifted to the universe, gifted to my live stream, gifted to me as a friend. That's no small thing. No one else does. This is the first time anyone saying Jace MK to me. For the first people, I really spent this today, my friend. Well, I'm glad. Not that you didn't expect it, but I'm glad that it was um, that you had us celebrating with and for you. And who knows? It's an open forum. If anyone wants to come up and sing happy birthday to Willow, come on up. If I missed anyone's comment, I apologize, guys. I am doing a bit of preaching. I feel like you're welcome, Willow. I feel like I'm at my best when I let the chat run amok, fish swinging and all, um, and just talk about the stuff that I meant to talk about. Phoenix says fiddling with fiddling fish skits, but it is, you know what? There's a lot of fun about being befuddled. Um, so I can go talk about all the stuff that I talk about, and then I dive in the chat, and I see a comment like fiddling with tiddling fish skits, um, which completely befuddles me and makes me laugh, makes me smile. Thank you, Phoenix. Who says yes? I doubt that. Seriously, anyone want to come up and sing happy birthday? Singing the Smelly Cat song, Smelly Chat song. Oh man, clever, nice. MK says it's your birthday, Willow, and it clearly matters to you. And if a little thing can make you feel appreciated, then of course, thank you, MK. And man, I got some favorite moments on my year and a half of live streaming. You two things. You asking if you can come up and sing the Willow, or saying, "Hey, I'll come up and sing," and then you come on up and doing it. Um, will rank up in my favorites. Little things of being kind. Boy says, "Hope Yogi is reading all my comments. They're very important to Yogi's live stream lore." I think I might have missed some. Just see, send me a recap. Let me know of the people that you hit with a fish. That's the important thing. At the end of the live stream, or like if you got to run out and leave, just give me the tally of all the people that you hit with a fish. Big Al says, laughing, Selena, I can make anything flirty and or dirty with minimum effort. That's a true talent. I am very creative and have a vast imagination. Shirley says, oh, I hope I didn't offend you. I so appreciate your wisdom and your sharing. No, Shirley, you actually made me smile. Thank you. I appreciate it all. I appreciate everyone swinging around the fish and hitting each other. And the fact that you guys put up with me in the background, yammering away. Um, the whole thing, you know. MK says, hey, Toy Pups. Well, it says, happy birthday, Yogi. Happy birthday to you. Brenda Boy says, you guys think I'm joking. Brenda Boy doesn't joke about fish or crabs. Skid says, did you know you can catch a catfish with your hands? I did know that. And I know people who do it. We got people who pop in here who know how to do it. Nightmare says, it's Yogi's birthday. Why didn't anyone say so? I wanted to hide it, I didn't want to make a big deal about it, Nightmare. Hey, Cat. Willis says, hey, it is her birthday. Willis says, Runner Boy, I want to be hit with the fish. It is her birthday, and really, that's the only thing that she's asked for all day. So, Willis, Runner Boy, could you do me a favor? Could you hit Yoda with a fish? Let's see. Sorry, I missed MK's comment. There you go. Rosie, yeah, sorry, it's not like that. With yours, you have plenty of family I don't talk to now. I can't talk about deep stuff with my dad, but we still go fishing and stuff together. Sometimes that's, those moments in silence with a loved one. It's a pretty special time as well. So, Pups, how's your Saturday going? So, has anyone stepped up and hit on Willow with a fish yet? Nightmare says, what's your age now, sir? Man, if we counted my birthdays, I'd be, I think, what, 219 right now? Phoenix says, we hear you, Yogi. Hey, Adam. Adam says hello, everyone. What's up, sweating and smiling? Rosie says, today's your birthday, Yogi? Today, today is not my birthday. The best part about April 18th is going to be that it will not be my birthday. Thank you, Jacob. The Sinky company supporter is here. Jacob Colby Sinky. Speaking of kindness, a true legend of kindness. Jacob Colby Sinky. Will says, Yogi, what do you mean? It's not my birthday. It's your birthday. I believe it's your birthday. I believe I sang to you. Let's see. Boy says, give a big happy birthday for Yogi in chat, everyone. No need. MK says, happy birthday, Yogi. Thank you, MK. Boy for president says, Skits. Yogi's birthday is the 17th. Thank you, Phoenix. So speaking of birthdays, does anyone want to sing happy birthday to our friend Willow? I might give it another shot as we close up the live stream later. Boy says we should celebrate every day we wake up, Yogi. You're absolutely right about that. You are absolutely right about that. This is why I love part of my morning yoga asana routine is sun salutation, which is exactly what it sounds like. Salutation to the sun. Beautiful full body prayer. Hey, Big Al. Big Al, happy birthday to you. Rosie says, happy birthday, Yoda. Thank you, Rosie. Brenda Boy says, kids, get up and sing. Can we do breath work, Yogi? Yes, we can. Adam says, what a coincidence. It's not my birthday either. I don't know if we have any decisions about this, Adam. I think the chat officially declares when it's someone's birthday, and it doesn't matter if it's not your birthday, if it is or if it isn't. It's going to be celebrated regardless. Hey, if I remember correctly, you're starting 4 pumps next week, right? How are the shoulders feeling? Cena says, Miguel, you and I are very different creatures. Fortunately. I believe the world only needs one Big Al. And of course, there can only be one Selena the Celestial. Winter Boy says, happy birthday, sweat and smile. There you go. So good says, Winter Boy can't. My phone won't let me on the YouTube app. It's too old. Gotcha. What do you mean? Willow says, I don't know. We Night Watcher is MK. Cypher says, hope you had a great day, sweating. Selena says, happy birthday, Willow. You want to come up and sing, Selena? Hey, if anyone is shy about coming up and singing, I'll sing happy birthday with you. We can do a duet. Skits is playing Snake. I actually don't know what that means. Big Al says, in all fairness, Lena, I flirt with people a lot, but I forget that I'm ever justifying myself. Can we do the same breath work like yesterday by chance? Was that the one, the breath of fire? Or no, actually, we did the 4x8 to help you sleep. And yes, we can definitely do that. Good says, Eric, play the video I sent you. Gotcha. Hey, I know what this is because I know skits.
Happy birthday.
1 second, guys.
You. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Willow. Happy birthday to you. Much love, my friend. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
You know what, guys? I love my life. I've been down about some stuff, YouTube wise. I absolutely love my live stream. You know why I love my live stream? Because I absolutely love skits. Skits represents the best of the best of the best. There is no better human being. No one ever shines brighter. Skits is awesome. Skits is an angel. I'm overwhelmed, overcome. This is what I mean. Practicing kindness. Didn't have to do that. Willa says, you're amazing skits. Here's the thing, Willow. Hey, Cat and Jack's talking to you. She said, sorry, meow back. I'm gonna pay for calling her a he. Willow. So someone as amazing as skits wanting to do that for you. What's that say about you? What's that say about how amazing you are? Big Al says, see my comment, please, Yogi? Let's see. There's only one Big Al? That one? There is only one Big Al. I agree with that completely. Oh, I wonder if I can join your stream. Yes, of course. But I wouldn't put my face on camera. That's fine. Absolutely fine. You got to sing. Got to sing happy birthday. Well, it says, I know I'm not amazing. Of course you are. You think Skits would sing? You think Skits would sing to someone? He wasn't amazing. Skits is laughing and says, Run boy, thanks, Eric, brother. And no, not you amazing, Willow, my friend. No, you're amazing, Willow, my friend. That's why he sang for you. That's the entire essence of the Sanskrit salutation of Namaste. That the wonderfulness within me recognizes and salutes the wonderfulness within you. Of course, traditionally, divinity or light, it's all the same thing, though. Big Al says, I will sing. Awesome, Big Al. Tina says, Nightmare, me too. We love some magic there. Brother Skits is amazing. He is. You're right about that, Nightmare. Stepper says, Selena, I had the LG Flip that rotated. I had a mirror on the other side for emergency signaling. Why does that not surprise me even a little bit? If I imagine that Squirrel Sniper had the Swiss Army knife of cell phones. He had it MacGyvered. They could do all kinds of stuff. What boy says, Skitsy was the first fitness YouTuber I've ever seen. Who's that? MK says, Rosie Ocean. Not sure what yesterday means. Like in the morning before you went to bed. That's what I was wondering. But I think she's referring to the 4x8. Skit says, no, I only sing to amazing people because I have anxiety and I don't like being on camera. But Willow, you're so amazing. Gave me confidence to sing just for you. Willow, think about that. Think about what Skits just said. So I had something, of course, posted, pinned, what I typed in there about kindness. I want to replace it with what Skits just said. This is how appreciated you are, Willow. Hey, Carl. Carl says, good evening. Carl, how are you feeling? Selena's leaving. Yogi Eric, I need to go. Okay, we go to the park. I love you and everyone. Have blessings from sunny Australia. Thank you, Selena. Have a wonderful time in the park with your daughter. Do you invite me, Yogi? I've never joined the live stream in progress. Yes. Open invitation for Big Al. Let's do some breath work first. Or you can join and we'll do some breath work too. Let me know who's in for doing some breath work. As requested by Rosie, we're going to do 4 and 8. Breathing in for 4. Very simple breath. Exhaling for 8. Let's extend it a little bit farther. Breathing in for 4, exhaling for 8. Pause. Breath retention for a count of 2. And repeat. Carl says, feeling better. Thanks to my friend Tina. Nice. I'm glad. Glad to hear that, Carl. Running Boy says, Jason Gonava is an autistic bodybuilder. He's who will be really big on YouTube. Huh, I never heard of him. Skit says, thanks for the nightmare. You are a wonderful human being, my friend. Never change. You're awesome. Agreed, Skits. Big Al says, either way, it's up to you, Yogi. It's your stream. Let's do breath work first. We'll do that now. Carl says, you do breath work and I'm out of here. Well, I'm sorry about that, Carl. I'm sort of a breath work channel. You should probably come with a warning. Breath work may occur. Big Al says, or I'm sorry, Runner Boy says, Big Al, just click in the link description to join the live. One of us says, I'll do it. Big Al says, that's fine. Rosie is ready for some breath work. Willow says, I'm in, really? All right. I love breath work, my friend. Thank you, Willow. Goodbye, Carl. Sorry, my friend. I wish I had done the breath work sooner so you could have hung out with us. All right. We're going to breathe in for 4. We're going to exhale for 8. We're going to pause for a count of 2. Big Al says, see you later, Carl. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to close our eyes for those who participate. For those who aren't participating, feel free to keep chatting and swinging fish. Just be careful. You know, as your mom used to say, you could put an eye out with that fish. Melissa is always ready, my friend. So our eyes are closed. And we're going to start where we started last time. We're going to put our awareness on the belly. We're going to naturally and easily breathe through the nose. Exhale through the nose. And we want to notice the belly. Rising with the inhale. Falling on the exhale. Breathing in, breathing out. Everything is easy. No effort involved in breathing. Happens on its own. Relaxing happens on its own. Falling asleep happens on its own. The more we try to do that which is natural, the less we accomplish. So we allow. It's the way of the Tao. It's the way of love. Every breath is a great act of love. We're going to breathe in, count of 4. We're going to exhale for count of 8. And we're going to hold for count of 2. We're going to do 10 rounds. And we're going to begin with breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. 1, 2. Breathing in. Practice that Ujjayi breath for 2, 3, 4, and hold. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold. 1, 2. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. 1, 2. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold. 1, 2. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold. 1, 2. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. 1, 2. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. 1, 2. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold. 1, 2. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. 1, 2. Last breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold. 1, 2. Relax the breath. Keep your eyes closed for just a moment longer, allowing the breath to settle in its easy and natural fashion. Again, no effort. Easy breath. Returning back to that thought of gratitude, how easy everything is. Everything that we've been gifted. Everything that we've been gifted. Inspired. Inspiration in breath. When you're ready, open your eyes. Continue with that relaxing, easy breath. Let it carry you wherever you need to be carried, be it sleep or the rest of your day. And I'll see you in the chat. Runner Boy says, like that one? Thanks, Runner Boy. I messed up my counting. I apologize. So we're going to be live, I think, for another maybe 10 minutes. Big Al, you want to come up and sing happy birthday? It says, love Big Al. What it says, thank you, my friend. You're welcome. Rebecca says, so Big Al, the big annoying brother I never had. I keep missing the answer to this question. Have you guys picked a date for your race? It's good to thank you, Eric. Namaste, everyone. You're welcome. Namaste to you, my friend. Runner Boy says, I think the holds could have been longer for me. We'll add that in next time, Runner Boy. I like the longer holds myself. I'm excited
Hello.
to hear the voice of the legendary Big Al.
Sorry that I won't be on camera. I'm camera shy and
That's
haven't
okay.
done a face reveal on my own live yet.
Not a problem. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you, Yogi. How are you?
Good. It's nice to actually hear you.
Yeah, I mean you haven't joined any of my lives yet, I don't think so.
I haven't, but I will. I'm going to be out the lookout for you.
I just want to ask quickly: is it echoey where I am because I'm in my bedroom and it's quite late and empty?
No, it sounds okay.
Awesome.
I feel like this isn't quite fair though, because now you have this commanding stage, and Rebecca is still on the chat. So now you can lay it all out on the line. Who's going to win the race? Why you're going to win the race? Why Rebecca's going to lose the race? It's your stage.
Right. So I believe I'm gonna win the race. I feel like I'm on some kind of big interview now. This is really weird. Yeah, I believe I'm going to win the race because I mean I'm Big Al, and it would just tarnish my reputation to not win. You know, against someone like Rebecca of all people. Sorry, I nearly Ralphed thinking about her. But no, someone like Rebecca just can't beat me.
That seems like a logical answer to me. I did my fastest running in any race when I was about to get passed by someone who was older than me. Anyone who was like that I thought like was out of my age group, or like if I did a marathon, I needed to beat the juggler, the guy that was juggling the entire marathon. No one wants to be beaten by the juggler.
Exactly.
So yeah, I see what you're saying. Runner Boy says, "Big Al, you from York?"
No, Runner Boy, I'm not from York. I am from the East Midlands. I'm not far from York, in all fairness. I do get people confusing me, mistaking me from being from York, but no, I'm not from York itself. No.
So similar accent, I guess, or
Yeah, because I'm not far from there. Everyone assumes, and the way I drink my tea as well, I have really strong tea.
nice.
I have what we call builder's tea.
What is that?
Just strong tea essentially. Builders have strong tea, so I get a lot of people saying I drink builder's tea.
Oh, okay, nice. So we have you up. I'm going to bring up your channel right now.
That's fine. I'm just going to say hi to everyone in the chat really quickly because I've just seen lots of people saying hi, and I'm not ignoring you. Obviously, I'm talking to Yogi and letting Yogi speak. But hello, everybody.
Well, you're up here for a reason. We're going to get to that in just a minute. I just wanted to read your description real quick. Welcome, I'm Big Al, and this is my little kingdom. Join me on my journey. I'm not quite sure where we're going yet, but we'll all know when we get there. I made it to 100 subs. Next goal is 200, and you are on your way there, my friend.
I think it's 153 at the minute.
154. Runner Boy, subscribe to you.
Oh, I appreciate that, Runner Boy. Thank you.
Well done. Man, it wasn't that long ago that you were, when I first met you, what were you shooting for 100?
Yeah, it was 100 I was going for at the time. Yeah, I think I was on like 54 at the time.
Yeah, well done. And well deserved. So I made sure that I was going to get all notifications. I don't want to miss one. So I hope to see you. I hope to see you live soon.
Yeah, I was going to go live today, but I changed my mind on it. I couldn't be bothered.
Hey, Runner Boy has a request. Blow me a kiss, Big Al.
Mwah.
There you go. All right. So Toy Pup says, "Oh my God, Big Al, my Pookie, my Puko."
What is a Pookie?
It's a good question. Next time Toy Pups comes up, ask her that, and she'll explain it to you. It's a
Okay.
term of affection.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
Sniper says, "Best singing voice I can hear." Eric, were you in the choir?
What was that? Sorry, Yogi.
Sniper wants to know if you were in the choir.
No, I'm not a good singer at all. I don't think.
We're gonna find out in just a minute. That's why you're up here.
Yep, indeed.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
I'll never be ready, but let's go for it.
All right, you want me to sing with you, or are you gonna do it yourself, solo?
It's up to you, Yogi. I'm quite nervous, but it's entirely up to you.
Well, if you're nervous, I'll sing it with you because what's the sense of having one bad singer up here when you can have two bad singers up here?
Let's go for it, Yogi. Let's go for it.
All right, you ready? Here we go. This is for you, Willow. Happy birthday to you.
To you.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday,
dear
dear
Willow.
Willow.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to you.
to you.
I can't believe we harmonized.
I tried to get in time with you.
We sounded like Simon and Garfunkel. We sounded like the Everly Brothers.
That's a good way of putting it, Yogi. That's a very
That was
kind
awesome.
way.
We got a 10 out of 10.
Nice, nice.
I've never harmonized with anything in my entire life. Skid says, "Happy birthday." Willow says, "Both together, you're all amazing. Thank both of you." We did it because you're an amazing person, Willow.
I know I'm glad I'm not on camera because I can feel it. I've gone bright red, like with nerves.
But you sounded excellent. You sounded so good that people actually thought that I sounded good singing with you. That's incredible.
I appreciate the kindness, Yogi. I really do.
Rebecca says you could be a duet.
I don't think we're that good, Rebecca.
Boy says, can you sing "I'm Not Gay"? I don't know
I don't
that
know
song.
that song.
No, neither do I. Will says, "No, you're amazing." She's laughing. Let's see. MK says, "Oh, Rosie, I watched the other lives. I'm sure it's pretty cool to watch your live or just hang out here with you." Hey, so what do you talk about on your live streams?
Well, the last me, Yogi.
Yep.
Yeah, the last live stream I did, I was rebuilding model airplanes. My mum cleared out her loft and found all of my stuff that was left there because obviously I live by myself. So I spoke about repairing them and painting them, and I repaired a few of them on camera. And I planned to paint them on camera as well in a live, but I had a day where I wasn't doing anything and just wanted to do something really, so I painted them off camera.
Hey, do you find that, and I've heard this from other people before, it's really good therapy?
Yeah, I really anything that occupies my mind really because I'm quite an overthinker. I struggle on a daily basis with mental health. I do overthink things, and I worry about a lot of things. So if I'm having one of those days, I find anything that occupies my mind very helpful.
And probably that almost meditative, because using your hands as you have to concentrate brings a very mindful quality to it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them are. There's lots of small parts, so anything that needs gluing and needs a lot of attention, obviously, it really focuses me. So it's
Right.
it's great for my mental health and keeping me occupied.
And there's got to be that sense of satisfaction when you see it completed, and knowing that the mental concentration that went into it to get to that point.
Definitely, yes. They're all on display. Everything I've made is on display. I've uploaded a few shorts. I've uploaded long form videos, but the unfortunate thing is about where I live. I don't have great signal, and I don't have Wi-Fi. So it means if I want to upload a long form video, it takes like an hour on my mobile data. So I have to walk to McDonald's to upload a video. It's not great. So I upload a lot of shorts at the minute.
Right. That makes sense. Hey, I gotta say, we might have blown the Big Al image a little bit having you up here because you're so soft spoken and caring. The Big Al persona of has been, for me, it's been enhanced. It's like I've gotten to know you now, which just I got
Right,
a I got a
yeah.
voice to the name now, and it's I really really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's quite funny that I mean and I don't mean any offense to anybody. I'm not homophobic or anything like that. But I am 100% straight. I'm heterosexual. I've never had a relationship with the same gender. But the other day, someone actually said to me after watching one of my videos that I have a gay voice. Now, it was a bit of an insult to me because, as I said, no offense to anyone else, I'm straight. So to be told I have a
Right.
gay voice was it was a bit hurtful. But at the end of the day, I can't change the voice that I was given. So I just get on with stuff.
I've had similar things happen to me because I'm soft spoken. It's weird though, because what does a heterosexual voice sound like?
That's a good point, Yogi. It's a fair point. It's a good question.
It skips by the way, says, brave for you to say, Big Al, about your mental health isn't easy, but look at you speaking on live right now. Man, I'm so proud of you.
You know what? That's very nice to hear, Skits. Thank you. And obviously I'm one of these people, like most men, and not all men, not just men, but like a lot of men, we have a stigma. If we show that mental health, we're struggling with mental health, it's a weakness, and that's the big stigma. And I'm working with so many people now to work on my mental health that I don't see it as a stigma. I want the help that I need. So I am happy to talk about it with people who need to hear it or want to hear it.
Right. That's me. That's huge. Um, and the fact that other people going through something similar and sharing a little bit of your story is only going to give them some encouragement and some courage to seek the help they need if they're not getting it.
Exactly, and I would tell anybody that needs help or wants help with their mental health, I would I would recommend they seek that help wherever they need it. I I I struggled for years. I genuinely did. My grandparents have all passed away now, and a few of them, especially because I was really close to a few of them in particular, it really affected me, and I didn't speak to anyone for years about anything. And it sort of led me down a dark route in my life. I started being horrible to people and wouldn't talk to people about things. And I didn't want to be that person. I wanted help. I knew I needed help. So I started approaching the right people and saying that I need help and identifying the areas where I wanted help. And it's working. So I tell anyone now that needs help or wants help, approach the right people, services, all of that kind of stuff, and get the help that you want and need.
Nice. Thank you for sharing that.
No worries, Yogi. No worries.
MK said I had disproportionately many guys hit on me, so I think I can relate to Al. Rebecca said, and something's going to come from Rebecca. Big Al,
I expect it.
Big Al, you're straight. Thought you were flirting with all the men in Gravity Chord's fitness stream. We've not forgotten you still got to wear a dress. 1K sub. Oh, I didn't know this. I didn't know this was going on. You'll love it.
Yeah, that was the thing that we said. It was only last night, I think, if I recall. Rebecca, back me up, please. But I think it was last night. It was mentioned that I want to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I kind of made a deal with Rebecca and with Mark, really, that if I get to 1,000 subscribers, I will wear a dress.
All right. So now we have a mission. We're going to see how quickly we can get Big Al to 1K. We can do it. We can do it pretty quick, I think. Skid says, look, I totally agree. We are challenging the narrative. Sigma, pure inspiration, brother. So
Thank you for the kind words. Appreciate it.
yep, I hope no one ever gets well by themselves. Because as we start getting well, we want to share that journey with others. YouTube is a great platform for that. Hey, Chloe. Let's see. Chloe says, Yogi, yeah, I can vouch for Wee Al. Just said he's mean to me. I saw that. I saw that on the live stream over at Maddie's.
Yeah, I was over there earlier watching him. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. I'm no good. I've never been fishing. He was doing something with fly
Yep,
thingamajigs.
time flies.
That's it. Yes, Yogi. Thank you.
It's funny how you become Big Al in every single live stream. And I mean that in like the best way. Big Al, big love, Al, mate. See what I mean? You just you're a presence, and it's a fun, loving, awesome presence to have. I feel fortunate to have you in my live stream, and it was great going over to see Maddie. One of my favorite things is when Maddie's tying flies and Chloe's in the background laughing. And to
Yep.
find you there, hanging out, being Big Al was like a gift with a gift.
I appreciate that, Yogi. Thank you. And I
Um,
appreciate everyone who's saying kind things. It's really nice to hear. I'm really quite a closed off person, which is why I'm shy at being on camera. But I appreciate all the love, everybody. It's really nice. Thank you.
yep, Willow's sending some love, and Toy Pup says, "We all love you, Big Al. You're inspiring."
Thank you.
Runnerboy says Big Al has a presence in every live stream, kind of like how Runnerboy has an ominous one in every live stream. Yes, you never know when Runnerboy is going to strike and swing a fish at you. You just never know. Willow says, "We love you, Big Al."
I've just seen. Sorry, Yogi, for interrupting, but I've just seen Chloe's comment. He's wee owl to me. That's because I bullied her earlier.
Chloe, as I mentioned before, on Maddie's live stream, Chloe is absolutely awesome. I never come away from hearing her laugh without feeling better in my heart. But I don't know. I don't know if Wee Owl is going to catch on. I think
I
you're.
hope it doesn't.
Yeah, because everyone's going to ask, how do you get that nickname? So, all right, guys. Big Al, I think I'm going to wrap things up. I'm going to get ready to go to bed.
That's awesome. That's fine, Yogi. Thanks for having me. And everyone, I appreciate the love.
Thanks for coming on. MK thinks that we should make a YouTube short of us singing. I don't know. I don't actually know how to do that. But anytime you want to come up and sing a song that I know, which is basically Happy Birthday, just come on up.
Appreciate it. And I'll see you tomorrow, Yogi, on your birthday.
Yep. And happy birthday to you, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take care, Big Al.
Cheers. See you later.
Maddie says, we love you, Miss Yogi. Al, always welcome on No Frills. We got one more guest coming up. Poor man says, have a good night, Yogi man. You too, Dan. This is true. Perfect way to close the night.
Party. I missed out. I seriously, I took a nap, Yogi, and I woke up and I said, "Whoa, it's 6 o'clock. Is it 5:25?" Yogi goes live. I think. I hope he's still live. And I turned my device on, and guess what, Yogi? There
There
you
it was.
were. There you were. There you
Hey,
never fail. Look at the. I wanted to come sing happy birthday to everyone before the day's over because Yogi needs his rest today. Can I sing a happy birthday to everyone?
yep. Although specifically, our friend Will. Hey, I'm going to interrupt you for a second. That's a beautiful sky.
Yeah, it's gorgeous,
is.
isn't it? Look at the
Wow.
clouds and the fluffy rainbow unicorns. They're stomping because the clouds are starting to separate. You guys
I
see?
do.
People think I make it up, but I'm not. Look, you guys can see they're stomping. They want us to have a good time. They're like, we're gonna separate the clouds.
So cool. Me too. Hey, puppy. Hey, Havana. Hey, everyone in the chat is saying they can't hear you. Yeah, it's funny because yeah, I hear you fine. Weird. You guys can hear me though. If you want, hold on, because you were going to sing "Happy Birthday" to Willow. You sing to me, and I'll translate it from Canadian and sing to the chat. Yes. Yep. So, happy birthday to everyone. Happy birthday to everyone. Happy birthday to everyone.
Born.
It's your birthday today and you were born. You're making this very difficult for me. She's laughing and laughing and laughing because
I
she's not done.
can't even
You know she's not
continue.
done. She's got.
Happy birthday.
You're back. Yay, you're back. I don't have to sing anymore.
Happy birthday to everyone. Oh my God, Yogi, you're not translating it properly.
Well, you're back. You're back. I don't need to anymore.
He wasn't getting it right, guys. He was like doing it all wrong. American is really sucky. I'm like, Canadian is better.
I was on point. Don't believe her for a second. I sounded exactly like she
He did a
sounded.
good.
Skid says. Skid says Yogi's confidence has grown so much in January. He didn't even want to sing. Legend, bro. That's true. You know what? It has grown,
Tell me about it.
I appreciate you.
Tell me
You
about
guys.
it.
You guys are the one that did this. This is true. You bore.
Love you so much. Keep it up. Chad, I love you guys. Sorry, I just
Hey.
wanted to come and.
Don't go quite yet. Let me add something in.
Okay.
Couple of live streams, and I mentioned this to you, have been, I don't know if stressful is the right word,
Yeah.
but had me questioning, you know, am I doing any of the stuff that I set out to do? Is it worthwhile? Is it worth continuing? It's funny, Havana's got a leaf hanging off of her mouth.
Yeah, yeah. And she's trying to take it inside. That's why she's like, it's part of my body. I'm just gonna pretend like it's. Look, she put it to the corner, but she's gonna remember to pick it back up. It's going inside, guys.
This evening live stream, uh, seemed to have a little touch of magic to it. Uh,
Yeah.
you coming up and singing and having fun with me and listening to Big Al, sharing his story and just having fun and getting to know him in a way that you really can't just like plain chatting. Um,
Hmm.
and Skits giving a message to Willow for her birthday, singing. Sent me a video. He didn't want to, his camera wouldn't allow him.
Oh, he's beautiful. Skits has got such
He
the biggest
is.
heart ever.
Hey, Jason.
I swear, I love him so much. That's why I had to. I never do that, guys. There's this big face on my channel now, and it's like, "Happy birthday to Puppy Mommy," and everyone's like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "Listen, guys, that's my friend." Is this big face on my channel? It's like, "Oh my God, is it a face reveal?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's a face reveal. It's me."
So
There's Skits.
I appreciate you guys for giving me this evening. And hey, Willow, a large amount of that is because of you. People singing
Yeah.
for your birthday, reaching out to you. I hope you appreciate that. You gave me a better live stream, Willow.
Aw, happy birthday, Willow. Can I sing a special happy birthday to Willow,
Yep,
specifically to Willow?
sure.
Ha a willow, 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 because that's our song. Willow, 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 willow. Happy birthday, my willow. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, my sweet Pookie Nookie Dookie Badookie Manuki Maluki. Happy birthday, Willow. Oh, I wish you knew how much I love you. And on this day, it's your birthday. I wish you love and peace and quiet and happiness. Sometimes we just want peace and quiet, and it makes us feel a little happy. And Willow, I wish that for you, honey. I just wish you the bestest birthday ever because you deserve it. Like, there's this area. It's like kind of empty-ish over here. See? It's kind of a little bit empty-ish because guess what, Willow? I sent a whole bunch, not just one unicorn to you, honey. I sent like a whole bunch of them. That's how come this area, look, empty. Look at this.
Nice.
Wait for someone else, but I sent them to you because you deserve it. You're like my Pookie Nookie. And I hope you have the bestest birthday ever. You know, Willow, the bestest present I can send you is that you have not left my mind since like yesterday. I went to sleep thinking about you. I woke up thinking about you. You're that special to me, honey, and I hope you're doing well. I really do.
Hey,
That
and
was my
Toy Pups, thank you for bringing Willow here.
Yeah, she needs it here, and it's a beautiful place. And that's the thing. We were talking about community building the other day and what we can do for each other. We all have strengths in different areas, right? We all, like Big Al just came on, and he's so inspiring. He's got such a beautiful story, and he's he's making a difference. He's made a difference in me today. I was like, whoa, that's not who I expected, right? And I was like, wow, this guy's got like personality, and I'm in love with him already. We all have different strengths and encourage those strengths. And because I believe in the yogi, and listen, I am about mental health too. And I connected with Willow initially because we do artwork together. But listen, she needed this, and I was not going to deny her this help. And we appreciate you so much, Yogi. I'm so happy that you were here, that I could have used your strength to my benefit and to Willow's benefit as well. Like, she loved it. I just told her to come once, and I said, just come check it out and you decide for yourself. And she's like, yep, that's what I need. And I'm gonna be here. And that's what it's about. It's about sharing our strengths to support each other. And you do such a great job of like doing that as well. You inspired me to do that. I was like, hey, well, that's the kind of person I am, anyways. I like to connect, I am about connections. And I might not have that connection or be able to make a difference in someone's life. But if I know someone can, you're definitely going over there instead, right? I'm like, go, because it's not because I'm a channel or anything like that and I want subscribers and things like that. It's not about that. We're a community at the end of the day. And I love supporting your community. I love that I'm part of your community. I love that I can call it my community
Yep.
too. So it's amazing. And I was going to say about your comment earlier, all of us are going to have days like that, right? We're going to have like, uh, it's like a roller coaster sometimes, especially on YouTube, because it's such a new place of like building relationships. It's questionable sometimes. We could lose, especially if we are not trust like me. I don't have trust, But you do such a great job, Yogi. We're gonna have days where it's gonna be not so good. You know what I mean? And again, that's where community comes into play. And what a perfect example again today. Like when we're having those tough days, just being ourselves and allowing our community to come together, it makes a difference. It made a difference today, right?
It did.
Your community came together big time, and that's the magic. That magic is real. I swear to gosh, magic is real, and we witnessed it today. Because look at Yogi. Someone said you're so confident. You've changed from January to now. Your confidence level is like skyrocketing. They noticed that today. Magic, magic, magic. I love it. You're not doing anything wrong, doing everything amazing, perfect, fantastic. You got it going on. But when you are in life, when you have a special formula or you have a special little something, guess what happens when other people start noticing that? Then they start coming for it. They're gonna try to knock you down, right? You stay you, and no one will ever be able to knock you down because we're gonna be here as the circle around you. You know what I mean? We're spinning so fast that we're gonna like throw them off into the universe somewhere else. And just keep doing you. You're making a difference. And if like you didn't have those days where you felt down, then you wouldn't be human. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I wanted to be a yogi for like a minute and give Yogi some advice. So because I love him so much, I think he's doing such a great job.
I told you before, lots of times, you are most definitely a yogi.
Yeah. Well, I'm your protector yogi. I want to have a name. Can I be protector yogi?
I like that. Definitely.
Yeah, I'll be protector yogi. I'll be like, yeah, I'm the umbrella over the yogi. We're going to shelter him a little bit so he doesn't have to be. Because I love supporting you, Yogi. You make such a big difference in so many people's lives.
Well, thank you for that, Toy Pups. I very much appreciate that.
Yeah. I hope you guys have a great day. Yogi wants to go to sleep. He's like, when is she coming off? Doesn't she see me typing? I want to go to sleep. Okay, guys,
Um,
namaste.
hey, I actually got this from, look at those giant hands.
I'm like,
She's going to crush my head.
funny. I can't forget what you did with Chase. You guys said it's connecting. It's so fun. It's
Um,
still, I'm a visual person. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I got this from Goga. If you ever notice on his live streams, uh, he will type in the comment section to keep his presence as he asks
Yeah,
questions and listens to
yeah,
people.
yeah. You're
Um,
amazing. Yeah, I see that. You're like giving me one for the books, right? You're like, listen, you don't have to get overwhelmed with the chat. Keep moving. Just type some stuff in there and
well,
connect
like I
with
said,
those.
100% from Goga.
Yeah, Goga. Wait, okay, you Goga's giving us tips now. Okay,
Yeah.
that one too. That would I noticed you do.
Well, we pick up we pick up great tips from each other. I
Yeah,
mentioned
that's the
all the
community
time.
again.
Yep. I mention all the time that my channel's gotten better. I have a channel because of early people in the burpee community, and it got better because of Eric Lapointe and Squirrel Sniper and Duncan Walsh, and then just I got monetized because people like Walking with Goldie helping me out, and then you guys have just you've been like refinement, helping me iron in that message that I want to give, giving me the confidence that I can do it. Uh, my channel gets better every conversation I have with you, every single conversation I have with you.
It's always
I
a
get
learning experience.
I get better every
Yeah,
conversation as a person, every conversation that I have with you.
yeah. Like you as in the chatting or you as in me?
You, you,
Oh, me as the
toy
person?
pups. Yes, you, toy
Oh,
pups.
you're saying nice things to me?
I am
Oh, that's nice.
I am saying nice things to you. Um,
Aw, thank
Honestly,
you.
and I talk frequently to you, so I can honestly say every conversation I come away a better person.
Aw, thank you, Yogi. I have to say the same, like ditto, right? Like I feel like we're good at bouncing off of each other, like not only ideas but solutions. Especially this YouTube stuff, because this YouTube stuff can be kind of scary sometimes, you know?
It can.
And that's what a great community is, that even outside of these lives that we can still support each other with our YouTube journey, and make it not such a scary place. Your community actually showed me that it can be a place. It doesn't have to be a scary place. Like I'm still kind of like just coming off PTSD with having haters and stuff like that. That's new in my life. Like I mean, I've always had haters in my life, but it's easier to walk away, but online is so different. And it's so easy to cyberbully that because of the yogi, I said instead of crying about it, how about if I make it a message, right? That we're not going to tolerate any kind of bullying. We're not going to tolerate any kind of inconsideration of another person. And that's what now my channel, like, it's about communication. Like, I refined myself through your channel too. You know what I mean? My
I
my
do.
message is changing as well. I'm like, no, it's not about just having ADHD and autism. Like my life is a struggle because of those things. But at the end of the day, the core of it is communication, because one party can't communicate with the other party, but both parties are saying the same thing, but they're just not understanding each other. And I need people to know that communication is like the key to everything. Slow down, just slow down. Read again, read twice, read three times before you react, right? Because this is reading stuff. We don't get to hear emotions when we're reading the chat and stuff. And the moment you time somebody out and things like this, it's kind of like picking them up and throwing them out of a room. Like imagine physically picking someone up and saying, I don't want to hear you anymore. To hear
Right.
slamming the door behind you. That's what timing people out is. Like, let's like be more mindful, more mindful about things like that, because it might just seem like, oh, we just timed them out for like 5 seconds. It's like literally picking a person up, throwing them out of a room, slamming the door behind them, and everybody's laughing at them after. Not a nice feeling, right?
It isn't.
Let's not do that anymore. Like let's trust in communication, because we have communication for a reason. Let's use it, and let's just make a difference, because we can if we do it together, right? And I think the yogi is trying to give that message. Like, let's not be reactive. Let's just try to use that as our teaching tool for the day, maybe. You know what I mean? Let's use that as our teaching tool for the day, and let's just like calm down with each other, because honestly, like when I see that stuff happening in the yogi's life, it hurts my feelings, because I know it affects the yogi when his chat's not where he wants it to be. Kind, compassionate, loving, peaceful, forgiving, all the things he's teaching us that we want to hear more of. And here we are doing the opposite on the other end. you know? How disrespectful to the yogi is that, right? Let's not do that anymore. Let's trust in the yogi the same way we trust in him to help us. Let's trust in him to be able to manage that situation, because guess what? That's why he's on YouTube, to connect with others that want to be, they don't know how to communicate. So this is the only way they know how. So let them get it out, because when they can't get it out, it's a scary place. Okay, guys? It's a really scary place when you don't have an outlet. And the yogi is such a safe place that people feel safe to come here and say things. And maybe we might not like it, maybe we might get triggered by it, but we are one person. And we can help another person. And maybe through helping that person, we might be able to like help our own triggers. You know what I mean?
I do.
Fix our own triggers, make them go away, because we can see it in another person. Because when we see it in another person, it's because we haven't dealt with it within ourselves. So you're going to see it in another person. Let's stop looking at the other people and let's just look in the mirror for a minute, right? Go to find a mirror, look in it, and say to yourself, what can I do to make myself a better person today? What can I do? And whatever it is, whatever small thing it is, let me try it just for the next 5 minutes or something. And trust me, it makes the biggest difference. You just got to look in the mirror and just say, do you like you? Or do you think you could be a little bit nicer? And try that, right? Can I do something different? Try it. Try it. Keep trying it, like how yogi teaches us to practice. Let's just keep practicing being mindful and considerate. I always get so emotional when I come on this channel and I like bombard it. And stuff, guys,
Yeah, I
is about. So trust in the yogi to make the decisions. And if he says, you know what, Sniper, can you handle it? Or do you know what, Lover Toy Pops, do you think you can handle this? Or do you know Bumblebee? Because he has like top mods and stuff that he can actually say, guys, can you handle this for me? That's a team. That's a community. That's a team that works together. That's communication. But don't let's decide for the other person, right? Let the other person who's the boss, who's the this is his this is his home. So let's not make decisions in his home. Let's him make the decisions, and then let's support him in his decisions. Right? Okay. Love you
thank you.
guys.
Love you too. Thank you so much.
Namaste. Go to sleep, Yogi.
I will.
Even when he talks to me, I'm like, okay, bye, bye, fine. I'll let you go to sleep. Love
See
you
ya.
guys. Namaste.
Namaste. Take care. Our friend Toy Pops. Amazing, amazing friend. I blinked out only for a second that time. Amazing. Um, let's see. Abigail says, sweet. We're going to wrap things up. Shirley says, I've seen Yogi demonstrate the patience of a saint in his chat. Like Toy Pup says, like everything, patience is a practice. I love that word practice. I don't have to be good at patience. I just need to practice it. And guess what? You always get better at what you practice. Kat says, Shirley Yogi is a great teacher. Thank you, Kat. As are you. Kat, I hope you realize that. Kat says, sometimes I say to myself, how would Yogi handle this? The answer is always love. The answer is always love. And guess what? We always get to return to it. We talked about this the other day. It's okay to choose the wrong teacher. We have two teachers. We have love, which is the voice of the Holy Spirit, or the Tao, whatever descriptive term you like to use. And we have the ego. Sometimes we choose the wrong teacher. Here's the important thing. The important thing isn't what teacher we choose. The important thing is being aware of which teacher that we choose. Well, says, night, friends. Thank you for today. I really appreciate it. Friends, you're amazing. See you tomorrow, hopefully at 5. We'll be there. We'll do Breath of Fire for you. Kat says, Nama weird to you, my friend. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It was an awesome live stream. Wasn't expecting it. Shows you what happens when you give up your expectations. Thanks again, guys. Take care.